Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about one of the famous and haunting legends in Mexico, the legend of La Llorona. The origin of this legend dates back to colonial Mexico, although many historians believe it may have deeper roots in pre-Hispanic traditions, particularly in Aztec culture. Some stories even connect La Llorona to ancient myths about a woman who mourned the future loss of their children. Over time, this legend evolved and became a central part of Mexican folklore, passed down orally from generation to generation. The story of La Llorona is tragic and emotional. It tells of a beautiful woman named Maria who fell in love with a wealthy man. Together, they had children for a time. They seemed to have a happy life. However, everything changed when the man abandoned her to marry another woman of higher social status. Maria was devastated. She felt betrayed, heartbroken, and filled with anger. In a moment of desperation and emotional pain, she made a terrible decision. She took her children to a river and drowned them. Immediately after, she realized the horror of what she had done. Overcome with guilt and grief, she cried endlessly, and according to many versions of the story, she later died as well. But her story doesn't end there. The legend says that his spirit could not rest in peace, commanded to wander the earth. La Llorona roams near rivers, lakes, and dark streets at night, searching for her lost children. People say that if you listen carefully, you can hear her heartbreaking cry. Ay, mis hijos. This legend has been used for generations, not only to frighten people, but also to teach important lessons. It reflects them such as love, betrayal, guilt, and the consequence of one action. Many parents tell this history to their children as warnings to stay safe, obey their families, and avoid dangerous places at night. Culturally, La Llorona is extremely important. She represents a powerful symbol of Mexican and Latin American identity. The legend has inspired countless books, films, songs, and artworks. It continues to be shared in schools, homes, and communities, keeping tradition alive and connecting people to their history. In addition, La Llorona can also be interpreted in different ways. Some people see her as a symbol of pain and loss, while others view her as a reminder of the struggle women have faced through history. Personally, this legend influenced me when I was just a little kid. I remember when my parents told me this story, and I was so scared to see her at night because the Llorona is described as a very tall woman with black hair, a white dress, and a skin white as snow. And I think that that will be so scary to see in the night. And I think that this feeling, all Mexican felt in one moment of their life, especially in childhood. How I say, it passed through generations, so a lot of kids hear about this legend and being scared of view La Llorona in one at night. Also, well, I think that it will endure as a lot of things, but I think that it will change. Personally, I think that in a few years it will have more like a cyberpunk style. It will be more like a robotic woman, or I don't know. But I think that the a legend of a robotic woman or the ghost of a robotic woman, will be so funny to hear. As how I say, these histories, well, you don't have a city. There's a lot of cities around all Mexico that had testimonies of hearing La Llorona, and my city is in deception. There's a lot of persons that swear that they hear La Llorona at night. And I think that in a very beautiful representation of how Mexicans respect the history and how this legend passed through years and generations. And I think that it will endure a lot of few years more.